ISUPK usual. I don't give a damn who you are, man. I'm about the Most High. The hell with any damn so-called group. To all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs, from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple, and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God. That's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom. See, now, if that was actually a parody, you know, if this was some type of satire, if this was a Jordan Peele, a Key and Peele project, then I'll probably go see it. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably go see that. But unfortunately, that was not a parody. That's exactly how these dudes are rolling at ISUPK. Now, before I even get into it, I'm going to give all honor, all praise, and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashum, Yahushua, Ba'ashum, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone that rule well. And as always, peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth. Now, this wasn't a Wayne's Brothers production. You know, that was definitely real. And it just goes to show you the madness that goes on. All right. And you know, we're in the last days. You know, everything's gonna be brought to the forefront. All right. Now the discernment should be at a level where you can be able to distinguish between those who serve the Most High and His only begotten Son and those who don't. You know, those who serve the Most High in fear and in spirit and in truth, and those who serve their own belly. All right. And it's crystal clear. There's a lot of dudes out there, they're all for their self. They all for their own selfish ambitions. They out here to, you know, raise hell. And like even Yahushua said, when you convert one, you make them twofold the child. You make them twofold the child of hell than yourself. And this is what happens if you make yourself an underling to a madman. All right? Because the scriptures tell you, as is the ruler of a city is, so are the people. What manner of let me see if I can find that. Yeah, these guys are they're very delusional. They're really spaced the hell out. This dude looked like he eat at least 5 meatball sloppy Joe sandwiches, you know, throughout the day. But he's gonna be the one to counsel you on when to eat, what to eat, all right, where you put your ride at. Like, imagine that dude. His teeth is just full of flesh stuck in between each tooth. You know, breath smelling like Hades. And he's finna sit down and he's finna get in your face and tell you how to live your life. You couldn't make this up. Let me real quick. I believe it's the 10th chapter. Yeah, this is Sirach 10:2. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. All right. And like it says also in the 13th chapter, all flesh consorteth to kind, and every man will cleave to his like. So if this is what, flows your boat, you want to have some big, overweight, militant men with no discipline, or with shades on, right? Or wearing all black. You want him to dictate how you live, then hey, have at it. All right. But clearly, this is not no way that you get sheep to follow you. All right. Yahweh Shai wasn't going around, trying to dictate lives and, tell them in order to follow me, you must do like these dudes. You can tell that a lot of these dudes, they didn't really have true father figures, because it shows. It just shows in their demeanor, and it shows in their actions. Men who've been raised with, a sense of, order, logic, a bit of masculinity. They're not moving like that. All right. These dudes, they really doing their best Johanna impression, because more than likely they see that dude above what he actually is. And just like what we just saw with Alazar, because I'm pretty sure you had a lot of men up under him who saw him the same way. And the Lord just showed all of Israel what he can do when you start getting too high for your riches. When you start to become puffed up and exalted and highly esteemed. So, yeah, man, this ain't a good look. This is definitely not how you getting the true fruit, that's gonna come in and remain. Now I remember it might have been a year or so ago when they was basically saying that they was trying to recruit Barabbas type niggas. I remember them saying that. All right. So if you want them type of dudes, then yeah, all be it. Get all of the undesirables, get all the niggas that come up under you. All right. But, us here, we only concerned with the elect. All right. And they're going to follow the example. And that's ultimately what you do when you're in leadership. You just show your followers by the pattern of your works. You show them by example. You don't have to tell them what to do and dictate every move of their life. That's exactly what the scriptures called exercising lordship. Now let me grab this real quick. Let's go to 1 Peter 5. And I'm going to get it in the NLT. So this is 1 Peter 5. And I'll start at 1. It says, and now a word to you who are elders in the churches. I too am an elder and a witness to the sufferings of Hamashiach. And I'm pretty sure this dude ain't been around that damn long. He more than likely wouldn't be considered an elder. Because you got a bunch of dudes, all right, in shades and spike bands and boots. So these guys can be very well just playing a role. It can very well be role playing from a damn agent. Some of these dudes can very well be agents for all we know. Because this right here, this is nasty work. This is ridiculous. You got to be out of your mind to want to even gravitate towards after hearing that. Yeah, some ain't right between your ears. But anyway, this is for elders. And some of them dudes that sit in that position, because they might be officer over this amount of guys, they might have only been in the truth and put their hand to the plow for a few years, and they get up on screen and they get to talking just like you heard homie talking. These will be straight up novices, you know. You come to them and have a sincere question concerning the beast, and they'll go on a 10-minute rant, barely quote any go into any scripture. They'll read maybe a half a verse, and then they'll talk for like 10 minutes and talk loud over a microphone. And I too will share in his glory when he is revealed to the whole world. As a fellow elder, I appeal to you. Care for the flock that the Most High has entrusted to you. All right. And that's the Lord's flock. That's not your flock. Okay. You didn't choose your followers before the foundation of the world. You didn't die on the cross for them either. All right. It says, watch over it willingly, not grudgingly, not for what you will get out of it, which a lot of these dudes, they do exactly just for that purpose, to get something out of it. Whether it be vainglory, for monetary reasons, for filthy lucre, whether it's to reach, a prominent or a high-ranking position, to get praise, and that's what a lot of these dudes are in position for, man. It says, but because you are eager to serve the Most High, don't lord it over the people assigned to your care, but lead them by your own good example. So if you lead them by good example, you wouldn't have to dictate, their every move. You wouldn't have to hold their hand. They would be observing you and learning from the pattern of works that you leave. All right. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna make you a schedule. You a grown ass man, and I'm gonna make you a schedule of when you can tuck into bed. All right. These are the hours that you can spend with your intimate time with your woman. All right. This is what time you can eat. These dudes are out of their freaking head, man. Let me get that in. Let me see what it say in the Amplified Bible. And it says, shepherd and guide and protect the flock of the Most High among you, exercising oversight, not under compulsion, but voluntarily. Meaning, you want to do it. All right. It's not a burden for you to do it. According to the word of the Most High, and not motivated for shameful gain, but with wholehearted enthusiasm, not lording it over those assigned to your care. Do not be arrogant or overbearing. And that's exactly what this dude is doing, especially if that's how they moving over there. And I remember years ago when they was exposing the IUIC, and you had one of the, I don't know if it was one of the captains or deacons, but he was like, over here, you don't have a head. Basically, we're your head. We do the thinking for you. So this is how some of these camps be moving. And you wonder why certain Jake, they look at how these guys are operating and be like, I don't want to be a part of that. That's a straight up cult. And that'll actually make Jake flee. Jake already don't like authority as is. They don't like, coming up under order. But you listen to how this dude is talking. If this is how they doing it, these dudes, they want to lord over you. So all these dudes are in one way or another, they all are getting exposed. All right. We just we got on Alazar, him being a chief priest, but he did a very abominable act that got exposed, and we got on him about it. And now all of a sudden you got IUIC and ISUPK, their leadership coming at us. It's like, what the hell we do outside of rebuke, reprove, and exhort? So it's that time, It's just that time. All right, and the Lord is he's going to reveal who is his, and he's drawing that separation. All right, the Lord said, "The world cannot hate you, but me it hated." So we're seeing it, firsthand, just based on how they treat us, that they definitely would hate Yahushai. And Yahushai said, "Whosoever will be chief among you, let him be a servant." Because the Gentiles, they exercise lordship over each other. So them dudes are not setting a good example. They're creating more weirdos like this guy, and like that General Mahaniman character. He's a bug out. You should be saying a bunch of wild shit and thinking that they're deep. You're gonna go over there and they're gonna throw you a whole bucket of fried chicken and hot sauce and some Henny, and tell you to turn it Jeremiah the 50th chapter, and then go from there to Ephesians 3. Don't have nothing to do with each other. So hey, the water Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that we have the right leadership. Okay. It says, but be examples to the flock, set a pattern of integrity for your congregation. All right. And that's, ultimately, you show in how you conduct yourself, how you deal with, matters, how you judge matters, your charity, etc. But what Homeboy was just describing, that's like, come on, man. That's overbearing, and they sound goofy over there. But a lot of the shit that they do is goofy. A lot of things that they say is goofy. Like, if you apply, we better not catch you applying wisdom, or you out the camp. Because wisdom is for cowards. We heard them say shit like that. So, this type of stuff, it's not a shocker. But at first hand, when you see it, you thinking, damn, is this a parody? Did the Wayans brothers direct this, or Key and Peele? Jay, I know Jake in the comment section just bawling out, just dying. Like, what the hell is wrong with these dudes, man? But you couldn't make this up. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. Hey, it is what it is. If this is what flows your boat, then by all means. And you're gonna be directed to whoever the Lord sanctions you to. Okay. But Yahushua said, my elect, my sheep, they hear my voice and they follow me. So that's pretty much that. And also, hold up, because I did quote it earlier. Let me quote that before I end it. Sirach 4. Yeah, Sirach 4 and 27, it says, make not thyself an underling to a foolish man, neither accept the person of the mighty. And this is how you'll turn out. You make yourself an underling to a madman like the general. All right, this is how you end up. And they all are carbon copies of Yohana. Like, at least with Tazaryak, he has his own individual personality, when he speaks and teaches. But a lot of these other guys that I see talking and wearing them shades, they all sound the same. They talk the same. So yeah, that's through. So hey, message from ISUPK to all of Israel. So that means IOIC, Great Millstone, AOC, HOI, Genesis, everybody. You got to come up under the commanding general. You got to go over there and you got to get your schedule, and you got to let them pick your woman, and what your diet is going to be for the day. It might be meatloaf with extra gravy, a side of macaroni and cheese, extra cheese, and maybe a few shots of Henny. Who knows? I'm being facetious, and sometimes you gotta have fun with it. But come on, man, knock it off. And y'all saying that this is where you'll find the truth. This is home of the truth right here. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna end off with that. I'm gonna give all honor, all praise, and all glory to Yahweh Shem Shai. Shalom.